So we just did a massage exchange between Lomi Lomi and sports massage, and it was actually my first time getting a Lomi Lomi massage, and it was one of the first few times that you had like sports massage. So we thought like just gonna exchange. There's so much misunderstanding about what is Lomi Lomi, what is sports massage. Like, is sports massage always violent? Is Lomi Lomi, always...
From my experience, yes.
Shut. Our goal is just to educate and share with both RMTs and also just the general public more about what is sports massage, Lomi Lomi. For me, honestly, I was like, I'm not usually a fan of like this type of relaxation massage, and I don't usually relax and fall asleep because I'm like very hyperactive. But like this guy, like I was drooling, I was like, I almost passed out like 3 times, and honestly, that was like one of the best massage I've ever received, especially for the relaxation. So I'm gonna give a big shout out to you, brother.
Thank you.
It was really amazing.
Lomi Lomi, when I first discovered it, I just kind of fell in love with it. It's deeply relaxing, but unlike some other relaxation modalities like Swedish, for instance, I feel like it doesn't tap into the energetic side, and I feel like that's an element that really just brings a massage to another level, in my opinion, which is why I've really been drawn to Lomi Lomi and as well Thai massage, because they do integrate that work, and there's a big emphasis on it. So I'm glad it hit the spot.
Oh yeah, it definitely did. So tell me, what was the logic behind it and stuff? Because I passed out like 3 times. You were like pretty global. In sports massage, we're like very like segment, right? Sports massage has 0 flow, and you use the opposite. All is flow.
Yeah, it's super fluid. The movements are very enveloping. They are in a sense trying to mimic the ocean. They believe that the fluidity of the movements are helping to unblock energy blockages. So it's really not like, okay, I'm focusing on your quad and then slowly moving up. You can definitely work into the muscle, but it's gonna be longer sweeps. So like you said, there were some movements going from your foot up your leg, up your back, down your arm, back around. So you're still very specific with the movement, and you can go into muscle and help release tension, but keeping that fluidity to it.
I wanted to ask you, despite me being a very biomechanical guy, evidence science-based guy, I've also studied Chinese traditional medicine. You speak a lot about the energy. What is the Lomi Lomi approach to this energy thing?
Like I said, the movements they believe are to help break energy blockages and bring back harmony to the person. When you're starting your massage, you're taking a moment to connect with the person, connect with your breath. It's really an intuitive practice. It's kind of like a dance, so it's really more working with intention, working with intuition.
Like I said, like me, it's really the complete opposite of you. I'm like, okay, isolate, assess, isolate. So completely different. You really treat the body as a whole. Honestly, it was the first time I got treated as a whole like this. And also it was actually very impressive. When 1 hour, it's a funny way to say that, but every centimeter of my body was like cuddled. I don't know if it's the right word to say that. Really englobed. And I was like,
it's definitely more on the gentle side compared to what I went through. And you can adapt it. You're working a lot with your forearms. The table is a little bit higher.
But you're also taller than me by quite a bit.
If I do a deep tissue, for sure, like I'm dropping the table. Otherwise, if I have the table like where you had it and I'm doing this motion all for an hour, 2 hours, like my back would be done. Yeah, that's why it's a little higher.
After you need a deep tissue.
That's it.
Go closer.
It. And then so the draping obviously is set up differently to allow for those, that fluidity.
One thing that I personally have learned during massage competitions, I don't know if one day you want to do some, I think you would do good in that setting. In massage competitions, flow is super important. So actually, because I started doing like massage competitions,
even for the category,
even for sports, in my category, no one has flow. And I have a background in dance. So, having a sports massage, very analytics, very segmented, very evidence-based, but you throw flow in it, it's like you're out of this world.
I think for like any massage, if you're able to integrate flow into it, like your clients are going to be really, even if it's like a sports massage, if you're adding an element of relaxation, that not only do they feel like their body's released and relaxed, but like their mind, their spirit, you're renewed.
I've learned something from like this massage, like just receiving it. I was like, oh, now I get it why Lomi Lomi is such a loved modality. And it's really not that known here in Montreal, Canada. Here, the most popular style I would say is Swedish, right?
The person who's really quite exposed during Lomi Lomi massage. Obviously their privates are always covered, but it's not what you're used to seeing if you go to get a massage in a spa, for instance. So sometimes people will see it and be like, I don't think from what we were saying, like it would be permitted necessarily if you're with an association in certain provinces. But I think for those reasons, it's starting to gain popularity, but I think in a lot of places it can't be done the way that it was designed to be done. I'm starting to see it being offered at some spas, but obviously you're not going to have what you had here for draping reasons.
Yeah. What do you thought about my approach?
Honestly, it was great. It was long overdue from what we realized. My forearms were jacked up. The focus was forearms and low back. I knew they were tight, but I didn't quite realize to what point. I've been doing massage for like quite a while, long days. I need to like spend a bit more time getting work done on them. I really love like the combo of, you know, you use your hands, your forearms, scraper, cups. I like feel like tremendous release, so that was fantastic. And then for lower back, you did like some mobility, some different stretches, some osteo stuff, some Thai stuff, some, what else did you do?
So yeah, a little bit of active myofascial work, muscle energy techniques. I like to blend in so many different techniques and so many different approaches,
Yeah.
but with a sports massage mindset. I take what is useful and put my own little soy sauce on top of it, you know, and make it my own. So I work the fascia lines of your forearms, do some muscle energy techniques, do the opposite movement while I press down that area, some positional release as well in the forearm that was much needed. And yeah, like the mobility stuff, like, you know, Thai is not traditionally done on a table, right? There's like definitely some Thai inspiration, but done on a table. It's a blend of everything, but why I still call it sports massage, even though it's really not a traditional sports massage, it's just the logic. Something, if I could take away from your massage, I should dedicate a certain amount of time to give something more like holistic, because like I said, I don't think I felt something this like treatment as a whole body. That's something, a big shout out to my teacher Wasa. She was like, I'm gonna take her voice, I apologize Wasa. Jane, you need to see the body as a whole. If you only treat one part at a time, everything's separated, but the body works together. And like your treatment was very generalist, but at the same time it felt very precise, and it brought me in a state of relaxation that I wouldn't be able to achieve. And like definitely I have some insomnia that I suffer because, you know, a lot of work and stuff, so I know for a fact tonight I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
so
The Body
much.
Alchemist.
Yeah.
So follow him on Instagram. Shout out to my guy Nido, and I'll catch you at the next episode of Massage Exchange.